Tonight on RGB, we share the glow-ups and mess-ups in this week's news headlines. Then we let celebs confess their deepest secrets. And we talk music and everything else with Amanda Black. The best reason to own a television is back to shine a light on the celebrities and what makes them glow and share the shade that makes them say, oh, this is the real Kopoza. Until inkomo zide zibhatalwe phaa kulaa mzi kasisiphushe. And next to me is a snack so filling, he should be called a buffet.
Are you trying to call me fat?
Just a little bit, darling. No?
Yo, I give it tonight. But it's Ebulela Gunemakaya for joining us. That makes us happier than Untsigima's Wai Kalaza. Nagan Mangesi and thank the man and the ancestors that January is finally done and the month of love is in full swing.
Viva to our salaries, Netter. Besides being the month of love, February is also Reproductive Health Month, which is good timing by Uhulumende. So please make sure during this month of love, when you're busy, getting your love, you don't get anything else other than love.
Well, let's get to giving you something else you will love and catch nothing but goodness from. I hope you got that. Here's this week's news headlines.
Now, since it's the month of love, let's get it started with a pair that either have or don't, depending on the day of the week. After getting us all thirstier than a thought chasing the bag, everybody's favorite makeup and breakup couple, Babes Otumwa no Mampintsha, pulled a mabena on us once again. They've been teasing with clips from their volatile and violent romance, but then they got an 11th hour court interdict to stop their TV docuseries from being aired. If this is anything like the rumors that have been reported about the pair in the past, the TV series would have had to change its definition here, from a great type of music to the sound they make when they're fighting.
Sounds more like pots and pans being thrown. But anyway, one musician that isn't fighting but instead enjoying the best of life is father, rapper, and businessman, AKA.
Now, one woman AKA is not speaking about is the latest lovely person he was spotted smooching. In a video shared on social media, Mr. Forbes can be seen seductively swapping saliva with a yet unnamed cutie. Now, if you are this lady, please tag RGB. We want to break the news to the world on your behalf. But you don't want to be in trouble. DM when I will make sure your name disappears faster than a 90s musician.
No name. Products are when you supermarket. The next moment you'll want to smooch RGB4 is sharing with you the good news that No Ties hitmaker King Monada is a father for the third time. He shared the good news on social media with a post captioned, "Mommy and Daddy, thank you, Lord." Nice to see that when he does the Itibala challenge at home, it leads to happy moments. Anyway, from screwing with your ex to screwing with your next after buying engagement rings and even getting matching tattoos, it came to light late last year that on-again and off-again musical lovers Chad the Don, as well as Kili Kumalo, are finally calling it quits. Chad recently posted a photo of his new bae, Carla, and even though there were tons of supportive comments, one foolish fan wrote that Chad's superpower is moving on so fast. Jongage, the dun. Hey, manna. He clapped back a city, F-U-B. What do you know about me? The fan then quickly apologized for the disrespect, but Chad wasn't done and added that they have no idea what happened in his life or past. Wow. New Screw Carla added her fire to the fight, saying the fans should drink water and mind your business.
Now it's time for us to share your attention with some other people that might leave you with trust issues.
Are the advertisers?
Coming up, we continue our look at the flops and finesses of the famous with the news headlines, and we talk power and her fight for it with musician Amanda Black. Real Goboza, the show that shows the continent Bantu is back to tell you things about celebrities that a hack never could.
Don't blink and enjoy more stories of fame and shame with the rest of this week's news headlines, Kibetun.
Now, if you missed the Grammys this year, ininzi man into oyiphosileyo, like DJ Lag rubbing shoulders with John Legend, Ariana Grande, Lizzo, and Lil Nas X on the red carpet after his track My Power, featuring Beyonce, Moonchild, Yemi Alada, Tierra Whack, and Busiswa, was part of The Lion King. The Gqom God wore an ensemble by unknown thread master Nkosi Ngiphile King. Also, let's never forget Lag's album Uhuru was the first Gqom album submitted for consideration by the Grammys. Now, between you and me, ingathi abantu badecide who wins the Grammy. Basabhizi, basajiva, basajuxuza kunanamhlanje.
Injalo ke bethuna, another local in La La Land doing it big this week is Nasty C, who shared a snap of himself with Justin Bieber and his wife Hailey, which was shot at the Hollywood Walk of Fame during the star induction ceremony for Universal Music CEO Sir Lucian Grange. Also in attendance were hitmakers Sam Smith, Hailey Steinfeld, and Shawn Mendes. Mr. Ngobo also made haters sip more tea than your gogo when he shared a pic with US hip hop's Rookie of the Year, Da Baby. Nasty is really living up to his name these days. Give it to him.
Now, still with musicians and drama, Twitter's favorite woke poet / singer Ntsiki Mazwai can't keep quiet about her hatred for Sean Mkhize and her lavish lifestyle. The poet has shared that Mkhize suffers from poverty of the mind and spirit because of her need for validation from an audience. Mazwai added that 3 people do not need to live in a house as big as a school, and that in fact speaks to our level of vision as blacks. Now, RGB can't decide if she's being blatantly honest or being bitter, so sixeleleni kwi-tweets nina ubani thini. But personally, I wouldn't mind a house as big as Mkhize's.
You know what we need to do? Thandiswa, tata ifone kaNtsiki, please. Ndiyacela, tata lo phone. Yo, closing on the idea of sharing thoughts, Gebetuna radio superstar Anile Mdota has bashed the code of silence advised by Parktown Boys High School after the tragic death of pupil Enoch Mpianzi. Ms. Mdota added that the school has directed the 13-year-old boys to not even share the details with their parents, and how that would traumatize them and destroy them before their lives have even begun.
Guys, I implore boys school ndicela niziyeke ezi traditions zenu because ngiyayibona inkunkuma esurroundeleyo and you're trying to raise the next generation to do the same thing. Kodwa ke masibe sithi on that note phela ngendaba zale veki. Now, after bursting onto the scene and making sure uba sithanda every single song she sang, Amanda Black faced more drama than a Tyler Perry movie while trying to continue her growth in the music business.
Now, once again, gracing the RGB seat of superstars to share what got her down and how she got her way above it, RGB Gebetuna is proud to be joined in studio by the only woman on Okula Ekro silent list as a supermarket and make it sound absolutely magical.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Amanda Maskes Nogolo, because I heard you finally have freedom. Amanda. How does it feel? How does it feel?
It feels it's a journey. I'm still on it because it's not like I got my power and grand. It's self introspection. Diakula and growing pains are real. So, but I'm in a good place, man. I mean, I just released Power last year, and it's been incredible, the reception that it's gotten. Even like, I mean, before that, I was feeling all down and out, you know, uninspired, battling with emotional, you know, distress. To be able to make the album and to be able to get to this point where, okay, I'm feeling empowered and I'm getting more and more and more. Yeah.
Talk to us about that time when you were no longer really in the music scene.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind? What was happening in the world in terms of trying to book work, etc., etc.?
I can't even explain like what actually I was going through. But you know, I was court cases with the label, not being able to work, not being able to record, because I was in between. So I was trying to leave the label. So I was very restricted in that regard. I couldn't release, I couldn't make music, performance, because they still very much had my bookings. So I was basically doing nothing. I was there like, I want to get out, because I felt like they were sabotaging my career as well. So the period, I think it was about 2 years since Amazulu was released, was like I can't even so I was battling, you know, I went through a whole lot of depression, feeling like am I even supposed to do this anymore? You know, I remember one time I called my mom. Getting on stage was hard. To tell my mom, like, Damfonel after a gig, it was so bad. Other people were like, yeah, it was great, but I wasn't there. You know, I was like, I don't know if I should be doing this anymore. Why did you let me choose music? I'm mad. I'm like, I feel empty. Yeah, she knows how to take care of me. So she was like, okay, then I understand. God, I know what you're going through and everything. But yeah, this is for you. So you have to fight. And that was the whole because she knew it was just the fight in me was just wavering. And she knew her role was to make sure, you know, and I felt like, especially there was a period in 2017 where I was gigging but not getting paid. I was paying the band out of my credit card, Beto my nasi, and I remember feeling like, is it worth it? Is this worth it, you know? And I remember deciding to go to the gigs knowing that I won't get paid because I felt like people don't know what's happening
behind the scenes.
And I don't want to ruin my own reputation. Also, the passion was diminishing. I was feeling like, I don't know if I still love it as much as I did.
Amanda, take us back to the very beginning, the day you decided, but okay, I'm going to sign with Ambitious Records.
I remember that day, Nancy Randbeck, and he actually inboxed me, but I'm not good with social media. So, and he emailed me, and then somehow I found it, and then we arranged the meeting and everything. So I remember the day I decided, and it was the day I met him, and I called my mom. I was like, Mommy, I can't find a contract. Mommy, this feels right. I knew it in my bones that it felt right. We went through the contract and everything. The contract, I think for me now, I mean, looking back now, it was not even the problem of me, which led to me leaving, you know? So
the contract was fine.
I mean, I agreed to it. My thing saying the contract was fine, the contract was not fine because it was not made to favor artists. It's always to favor the label.
No, red flags.
As the corners on it, but not understand. I mean, for instance, how much they were taking from bookings, which was 40%, which is way above industry standard. It's basically a ripoff, right? And it's exploitation. But I agreed to it, not knowing the industry standard. And Nyani coming to the point of leaving, it wasn't, no, you're taking 40%. Because I said, I acknowledge, no, I agreed to it. Yeah. What I want is to actually get my 60%, which became the problem.
Okay, why sign a contract? So they give you an advance before you start, you know, gigging.
Yeah.
And then when you start gigging, what happens in terms of the finances?
So I started gigging, I guess, and I was taken up by storm. Go December, I'm gigging, I'm a Zulu, I'm new to the scene, people are knowing my song, people are singing, like I'm swept away, you know? And yes, man in Buza, man said, and then the shashalazo,
It deal, Ibisitin, what was the initial agreement, and then how did you guys deviate from that?
So the agreement was not in the contract. It was a verbal agreement, the agreement of the advance.
Yes.
Right? Because the advance is normally in the artist contract, which is the recording and the what. So now this advance came in the form of a monthly and funity salary because that's very misleading. But
stipend.
A monthly stipend. So me understood that because I didn't have a job, I didn't have any sort of income. So for him to say, okay, look, I will pay you this much per month up until you start gigging, and obviously Lemali, you pay it back. Because it's an advance. Yeah. So me understanding that, I was like, cool. And I'm not lying. Every month, malini, money balek. So the problem started there, where I was like, mali yam. That is where the problem came, and then that and I was like, I know that I owe, but it started there, it started being shaky when I was like, mali yam. And also came as a result of me talking to other artists that had been there before me, where they said they were not getting paid their gig money. I was like, well, you've been here for 2 years. And then I panicked, and I was like, okay, no, it means it's something that I need to stand for. And that's when it started, and the relationship started breaking down there.
Let's talk about the attempt to blacklist and blackball. Take us through that.
You know, it's going to be tricky to talk to, because it's something that you can't prove, but I felt like I was being sabotaged. You know, I was getting calls from some promoters that knew me personally. But Amanda, we tried to book you last week, but we didn't send you. What are you saying that I'm unavailable? So it started slowly like that, and then getting more and more people started telling me the same thing. And I was like, I don't understand what's happening. Vele, my gigs started depleting. And it happened when I also started seeking legal advice. Then the interviews started depleting, promotions started depleting, gigs started depleting. Now I could feel it, because why? They started paying me my money. Because I fought for it, and they started paying me. They started giving me reports. Some reports were, get 3 reports, different monies. Anyway, so that's when I started the mistrust just became very definite when that started happening.
Okay, so you've left Ambitious. You now have a joint venture with Sony. In terms of umculo wako that, belongs to Ambitious and the rights thereof, and also, as awards was winning while you were there, Zippy, zekwakho okanye ziyathathwa.
Adanenye.
So whenever we see office in,
adanenye. Zathathwa because adanenye basically.
We'll call you an alleged.
No, it's fine. This
award-winning artist.
My new album. With my next.
How cities are Tatwa? Were they already at your house?
The metros. So
Okay.
I only had the 2 metros. And then within the whole things, the legal and the court was Tata. And then one.
So you're an alleged award winner.
And multi award
winning.
Yay, as Martin Kupali.
Alleged.
As Martin Kupali. And because it's just material things. I know that I worked. I know that I won and whatever, but and now you black.
Kodwa masithatha ngale album intsha.
It's called Power.
Yes.
Features, I've got Ami Faku on it. Amazing. I've got Adekunle Gold from Nigeria on Africa. Yeah. And I've got Lindo Kuhle Mahleka on the intro. Yeah, the feedback that I've gotten so far is amazing. I've got a tour coming up on the 14th of February. I'm in Nelspruit. It's called the Power Tour. And then on the 19th of April, I am in Sanarina. So I'm really excited. It's big things like Sithetile Ngelos. Right now, I'm experiencing my liftoff.
Ayikho into ebawela ukuthi nywe.
Nye dayitsho. Izenzo zithetha kakhulu. So that's all that I'm about now, is basically proving all the stuff that I was told that I was not enough. I was told that he's the one with the music, he's the one with the voice. You know what I'm saying? So as that I felt self-doubt, I felt low, I felt like I was nothing. Right now, I'm definitely, power is about reclaiming my power. And nywe ngezenzo.
Nywe ngezenzo.
Stay gracious. Best revenge is your pet.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks for having me again.
Okay. Bantunis Velege, the album has dropped. So ngicela nithathe elixesha sizawuthatha ikhefu thina nizidownloadele a little copy.
You can watch the commercials and see what you can get your partner for Valentine's Day. Speaking of Valentine's Day, I'm going to Amanda so ngamkhangela napha ku social media ngibethu nane-shoot your shots. RGB izobuya ngekudala.
After the break, we see which celeb has got a drip so wet it makes them a style star. Then we learn the darkest secrets celebrities have been hiding.
Welcome back, Kokonapago RGB. There are so many magical moments on the home of celebs that if you had to tweet one, you would miss the next one.
And definitely, Alfunu Iposwa by what's coming up next. And it's a look at the celebrities who eat cotton so well. Sanaba Bodla, eat designer.
Now here are the looks so bright they could save you during load shedding with RGB's Style Star.
Now, when it comes to giving us mere mortals #glamour goals, following Miss Mateba on any platform will give you new ones on the daily.
Queen Bee continues her reign over us all with the eye-wateringly beautiful black gown designed by friend and fashion icon Gert Johan Kutsia.
When she wore this fantastic frock to former Miss SA and Miss Universe Demi-Lee Nell Peters' wedding over the weekend, the hardest part of the whole ceremony was when the groom had to say "I do" to the second most beautiful woman there.
Along those same lines, with beautiful women and big days, Gebetuna, RGB's friend and fan favorite, Crazy K turned her birthday celebrations into a catwalk with the stylish gold number.
Now, if you want to see couture done right, kids, copy and paste the Lucas Gus's K onto yourself. And also, a happy belated birthday, baby. Mwah. Thanks to this outfit, the candles on your cake were not the only thing that was lit.
Oh, see, copy and paste these looks onto yourselves. Yes, abanye betu are shaped like ironing boards. Azufan.
That sounds like a you problem.
Well, another thing that is guaranteed to be more lit than fireworks during New Year's Eve, Gebetuna, is the answers celebs give us when RGB is on the prowl.
Now, if you think you were being gossip hype beasts this week, check out what happened when Mulisa tried to find out the friendship rules for 2020. See how in the end it got so deep you could swear you were in Kimberley.
What are your friendship rules for 2020?
Friendship rules for 2020 is always be honest and support.
Tell the truth and expect your friends to tell the truth as well.
Can we get money together? Can we uplift each other?
We cut them off, okay? If you're not here to support me and I'm here to support you, we'll cut them off.
Let's leave each other's exes alone.
What would you do if your best friend slept with your partner?
And I was not with them.
Yeah!
The moment a person sleeps with a partner, I got quite my best friend.
She's definitely not my best friend.
Yeah. I think I'd join. I'm joking. I don't know who wants to die first.
I'll get rid of the girl. I sleep with Kaya all the time.
Oh, okay. Is there anything that you want to get off your chest?
Let me just think about that.
No.
I am the greatest of all time.
Speaking of chests,
Broke friends. Nidla ngathi. I mean, I'm so sorry. Aye.
I would like to get a few things on my chest.
What is your biggest regret?
Not say no enough.
Not graduating?
Living with fear.
Having put my baby mother through a lot of stress.
Aww.
No regrets.
Why do you think it's okay, I would say, for guys to have side chicks, but it's a big hoo-ha if a girl has a side boy?
I'm a daughter. The problem with them is men don't like what they do. So they don't like what they do to other people being done to them.
Who said it's a big hoo-ha?
It's not!
No.
Yes, men cheat. But women cheat smarter and better.
Everyone must share the buffet.
Things are not always fair.
But if a has a side chick, he must be willing to have a woman that's going to have a side. And chances are she's going to do it so much better.
I mean, I'm cheating. You want a side chick?
Girl, if he's cheating, you cheat back and you show him life, okay? You run this.
Now, RGB does not condone any behavior that could ruin a good love life, but
Kyafana just nazo. Kwa uba ube relationship, might as well change your partner's name to Walt Disney because at some point they're going to make you a Popeye. Shia lo rubbish and dust. But anyway, Gebetuna, do whatever makes you happy because if you don't, you will not be happy at all.
spoken like a true shimane. Now, one thing that makes us all happy is when you keep in touch. Ubufuna ukwenza lonto ke bantu sikhona ku Facebook, official Real Kapoza, Twitter and Instagram at official RGB. Ningayilibali hashtag yethu iti Real Kapoza.
And Gebetuna, if you like your chats a little bit more personal than Ivaslap Kamamnane, then find us Snazo on @SnazoYolwa. Nagen _Mangesi. Good night and God bless. We'll see you again next week.